My name is Ethan, and I want to suck Jim's cock.
Yes, I'm going to come.
That's not true. Okay, well, tell me how.
They did good, I saw somebody in chat asking if I was going to the bowling thing. No, and the reason is because that day, it's April 2nd, if I'm not mistaken. That is a very important family member's birthday, so I will be home.
Yeah, he mentioned that to me. Yeah, Dingo's got legit reason on that one. But I'll be there. Actually, I'm gonna do my wedding there. Is what I've been talking about. I think.
On that day?
Yeah, I think so.
Like in a couple of months?
Yeah, on April 2nd in Dallas live at the bowling alley. I'm going to stream it live too, I think.
Well, how about that shit? What about the honeymoon? You going to put the camera away for that?
Well, I'll put the camera away for that. But yeah.
Where y'all going?
Huh? Well, I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. She's going to be 9 months pregnant at that time.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
So, you know,
I was thinking
maybe we'll do the honeymoon in the summer.
Or what?
I'm thinking the honeymoon might be better in like July. A few months, maybe a nice weekend getaway or something.
Yeah,
probably won't want to get away too far, as the baby will still be pretty.
Like, unironically, don't film it though, because people, if you stream it, people try to figure out where the fuck you're at.
My honeymoon?
Like, yeah.
Well, I know I got a certain reputation thing, but I didn't plan on streaming the honeymoon.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that you don't want them to figure out where you're at. And
no, I'm fucking with you. I just want to make that
Loco Coco Jojo sent $3
Oh, you're talking about sex.
Pound to pay those goons to fucking cowards.
I was talking about the vacation, you sick bastards.
Well.
Jesus Christ. Oh, you're making me all red-faced. All right, move on.
But yeah, they said you can't fly with a 9-month pregnant lady. That's true. But in case you didn't know, I have a big red truck that I just bought, and I wasn't going to drive to Dallas at first. But if I go through with this one, this plan, which I'm thinking I'm going to do, because why not? Then I will drive. It will be a road trip across the country to my wedding. I think that'll be good. I think that'll add to festivities there. I don't want to get married anyway. And then also we'll be married. In theory, if she doesn't have her early, we'll be married before my daughter is born too. So
there you go.
So we'll see. We'll possibly, unless she could. In theory, she could come. I came in 7 months. Was it 7 months, 3 weeks, or something like that? 2 weeks. I'm not sure. Something wild like that. But I don't expect that. I'm thinking she's probably gonna go to term, but we shall see. All right, now. And I figured, I don't know, why not do it? I think that'll be good content. Quite honestly, and I want to get married anyway. And we might have another wedding later on, private ceremony. But I'm also thinking about possibly. Somebody's mentioned this to me already. And I got some people I know over there in that camp. They mentioned possibly Jesse Lee Peterson conducting the ceremonies, basically. Dingo. And I like that idea, honestly, having JLP do it. That'd be good. I'll be down for that too. I like the JLP idea even better. But I would do the Alex Jones one as well. I mean, that'd be fucking crazy, obviously. I was thinking about Jesse Lee though. We'll see. I'm not sure how much traveling he's doing though, and all that stuff. But if it's possible, I'm going to investigate. So we'll see.
So
yeah, no, it's actually not a bad.
This has nothing to do with me.
Oh my God.
This is a DM that I got.
Yes, I love you.
Someone wants me to say that Adrian Blair won.
Yeah! Who's Adrian Blair?
Yeah! I have no clue. Maybe this was supposed to be aimed at Ralph, but someone out there wants me to say that.
There's a bunch of people in the chat saying that too. I have no idea who that is.
I don't know. I'm gonna find out it was like a fucking neo-Nazi, and I just like cheered him on. Anyway.
Yeah, people in the chat are saying, "Holy shit, he said it." I don't know what that means. All right, so we're gonna go to break.
Killstream,
Like, I get it, I'm pathetic, but goddamn, she's literally, like, acting like we're cool, and then she goes on this stupid podcast acting like she's the shit for fucking, like, the gun. You know, she told me she sucked his dick, right? Fuck that bitch.
What up, bitch? I heard you talking all kinds of shit. How about I tell everyone how you sucked my dick, bitch?
I didn't suck his dick!
That's not true!
He fucking already would have said that, dude. Come on. He already would have leaked.
I booked this even before the Saturday shenanigans, and it turned out to be an even better call in light of the Saturday shenanigans. So, shout out to him, really nice guy. I didn't realize he was getting pressured not to come on. Not that surprising, though. You know, that's how certain people do. But we've seen it before. But now let me see here. There were a couple more too that popped in. This Inward Head Ranch question from earlier. Guess it doesn't matter. I think there were several N-words. It wasn't me. It was not this time. It was the Young Turks. So what else do we have? I mean, not much really. We've done the 2-hour show. I'll be back tomorrow for Sunrise. I'll probably do another segment. I'm not leaving just yet. I am gonna write something about this stream on Saturday. I realize there's probably people watching. Most of them negative people who would like me to delve into that further. I'm not really going to too much. I think it's been obvious that I've been drinking to excess, though, even outside of any other critiques people have. I did quit drinking for 100 days last year. That came to an end in Las Vegas, Nevada. I didn't make a big deal about it, but also you didn't hear me talking about not drinking anymore or anything like that either. And that's for a reason, because I went back to drinking pretty, I wouldn't say heavily, but regularly. Saturday night, I've talked openly about my drinking problems and substance abuse. It doesn't really bother me to speak about it. But Saturday night, certain communications and stuff had been leaked where Panstu had talked about her concerns and stuff. Just basically the dirtiest shit you could imagine from Gator leaking conversations and stuff. This all happened before the show, so I knew all this stuff was out there. And I mean, I made the conscious decision to start drinking before the show because I really just did not want to go on air sober, to be quite honest with you. I think, and it's kind of hard to, and I did have a conversation with her. She's like, don't get drunk, basically. And I was like, no. And, it's kind of hard. I've had a lot of banger shows where I've been completely fucking drunk off my ass. Matter of fact, a lot of the people tut-tutting about my drinking were right there telling me to chug while these shows were going on. Many of my most famous and well-received shows, I'm completely drunk out of my mind, actually. By the way, Black Phillip, I'm sorry, I'll replay your super chat. I didn't see it. If it did miss, but I thought it replayed anyway. I definitely will. Many of my shows were like that, though. And so, I mean, it's not, I don't know if it's that big a shock that I was in that state on Saturday, really. All that being said, and I'll talk about this in the article, I've kind of lived my whole life, just kind of in an outlawish manner, not really giving a fuck about living or dying. And I've been open with this, like this is not... I don't think this is revelatory, really, but that's kind of just how I've lived. Just my heroes all mostly live like that too. But I do have a kid on the way, another kid embroiled in some stuff with that as well. It is slightly irresponsible to continue burning it at both ends the way I have been, because eventually they'll just find me dead one day. Honestly, that's how it goes when you when you party like that, right? For years and decades, and you're getting close to your 40s, and they're just like, well, we found this guy dead in a hotel room or whatever. And so I'm fully aware of that. Like, I'm not an idiot, believe it or not. So I'm going to try to make some changes as far as that goes. The only reason I address it here is because people made such a big deal out of it. Partially for good reason. I mean, I was pretty fucking slaughtered on Saturday as far as drinks go. And it has become a thing that's basically being used against me as well in proceedings, etc. So, I mean, I just have to clean up my side of the street a little bit as far as that goes and focus on my baby girl who's coming in April, focus on my wedding, which I think I'm going to get married in Dallas, actually, at the Killstream Kingpin event. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, too, although that's not finalized yet. But I'm probably just going to get married there at the event and also live stream it online. That's what I was thinking, but I'll have more on that later, and I'll talk about this more. I've written a little bit about this, and originally I didn't know how much I'd talk about it here on air, but some people might not read it, right? So even though a lot of people read the other articles, but I did want to do a little bit here on air, kind of talk about my side of it without going into the particulars. I might talk about that a little bit more in the article. As far as that goes, like what I thought about the discussion and all that. I'm not going to delve into that more here, though, because it just dovetails into more bullshit. So, again, it's been quite a ride. It's been quite an onslaught against me. In some ways, I have some critiques of myself. I talked about one of them there. I'm not blind to points made against me, but also I do think there's a definite double standard when it goes to this shit I faced and people have done to me, and then if I do something like that or in that vein, all of a sudden I'm like, Hitler. So I think that that's a fair point. I think some of the stuff I've said in my defense, much of it has been fair, but also, when you're wild and out of control and drunk out of your mind and you're fucking, you're coming off that way, it can be hard to get your side much traction, basically. So part of that's my fault. And I told this story in the article, but the guy I was hanging with in Portugal, one of them, I talked to him at the end of the time there. We were at the Pastis de Belém. They make the famous Belém pastries there, right next to the monastery. And we were talking. I got this in the post, but he's like, "Yeah, Ralph," and he'd help me while I was in the hospital and show me all around the city. He was a great guy, and he said, "I was kind of," and we'd had a great time. We were about to go on the boat ride and everything, and he goes, "Yeah, I was kind of scared to hang out with you a little bit. I didn't know how this would go." And I was like, "Yeah, well, really?" I was like, "Why?" And he's like, "Well, you kind of got this reputation as, like this, like you might just snap on me or like flip out or something." And I was like, I was there thinking, I don't remember if I said this out loud or not, but I was like, this motherfucker, like, just worried that I'm like insane, and that's how people have portrayed me, and it's not the case at all. I'm very chill, actually, in real life. I think sometimes the responses that I've had, which you guys know me, it's if somebody goes at me, I go at them, and I go at them hard, and so I'm not saying that that's going to change, because it's probably not, but some of my responses just basically have added to my own problems, where even if I can justify it, and in my view it is justified, or if it isn't, right, it doesn't really matter either way, they're not helping me, right? So it doesn't matter whether I can justify it or people think it's good or bad. The fact is it's bad because it's affecting me negatively, basically. So that's why it's a bad thing, right? I don't have to take it any deeper than that. So, again, I'll write about it a little bit more, but those are kind of my thoughts, keeping it at a certain level, because I'm not going to go into it, like the minutia and, specific little points and stuff like that, because I really don't have any interest in litigating any of that. But what I will say is I'm just going to keep doing the Killstream and Tequila Sunrise, and that's not going to change. That's another reason I wanted to do this show tonight with Ramsey Paul, just a regular show. Just kind of by the books, having fun. Was glad to see Bibble stop by for a second. And so that's really it. You know, I've been through these before. The number one thing that you have to do is just get back to business, ladies and gentlemen. You can sit here and talk a lot of shit, and say a lot of stuff, but the main thing people want are consistent shows. They want the sunrise, they want the kill stream, they want the guests, they want the events, and that's what I want too. So that's what we're gonna do. So I thank you for your support tonight. There are a couple super chats.
That's a clip. No e-girls. Never. What part of what you know about me would make you think that I would want to be propositioned by a woman? What's wrong about it is that it's gay.
That's not true.
Because to be consistent, it's like he's like what, 20? And it's like, oh, and the guy's 16. Once again, is the problem really the age difference? I think the real problem is that he's gay. I think that's the real problem. May have to kick him off Cozy though. If he's doxing people, we might have to get him off, and he's going on Odyssey anyway, so honestly it's not, he's got an exclusivity contract with Odyssey that goes into effect at the beginning of March, and I don't really think it's appropriate to dox people here, so I might have to look into that. It wouldn't be any hard feelings, but we can't have doxing on here. Just can't have it. Especially when allegedly he doxed Augie, and Augie is a streamer on this platform. So, friend or not friend, you just can't have that. So, it kind of put me in a tough situation, but I'll have to talk to him privately about that and make a decision. I'll have to get to the bottom of it. But,
if you didn't pay me a fucking super chat, can you just fucking kill yourself?
I just got a free cheeseburger bite in there. I just picked it up and made it.